You're watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Stories from the pioneers of skateboarding about the history and the fun of the sport we love. Oh, you got the
Oh, found it.
Oh, that's
Holy
cool.
crap, look at that. That's right. Cross country was a thing.
Yeah.
Look at that. Kelly Lynn made a huge freaking paycheck there. $30 for
There's
first place.
there's Ed Womble's name in there. Look at that.
where did I get in there? Cross country, probably.
It looks like it.
Yeah, there it is. That's the one thing. I mean, they had a pretty cool snake run. It had a big first wall, and then like two little banks, and then you had to pop out, ride down the half pipe, and then they had this really cool mogul and a little area that you would carve around. We should get if we had a picture of the overall park, it'd be cool. But
that'd be nice.
you carved around that, and then you had to work your way back up the half pipe, and then the finish line, you went over already. You're going back over it the other way.
This is the 79 one. This is the 79. This is the 79 contest results.
And
that was the one that I won. So you can look at men's half pipe there. I've won that event. And me and Dan Murray, were throwing out, we were treating it like a unit. I remember we had like so many freaking tricks in there. So this is the one after that.
Yes.
This is the contest the year after the one we just viewed.
Well, it's okay though. It's really cool.
I've got some other video or films from them. For another episode, we can show that. I'm pretty sure I've got Alan Gelfand and some of that footage, and I think there's some piece of the cross country stuff. So
you've got Gelfand in long pants.
Oh yeah, he always wore long pants.
That is an indicator. I've seen that. We kind of blew over Mr. Cool Kit Traversa there on the microphone, the high-tech high school auditorium microphone, right, with the bass on it, and he's out there talking on the. But him, Kit and Linda were awesome. They were great owners and so cool. But no, you're definitely right, George, because I wouldn't win a cross country that year. I needed the Basin to get better. But no, that was really cool, because now we all came. We did the Basin contest, and then we would all hang around for a couple of days, and then we'd all go down 75 to Rainbow Wave and do it again. And then it was like, are you going to go to Cadillac Wheels? No. Or Solid Surf was this year, right?
Oh, Solid Surf.
Such a freaking nasty drive all the way down there for such a janky park. But what are you going to do? You got to do it.
Well,
what town was Solid Surf in?
I don't know, Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lickerdale.
Yeah, because that was the year that I think that was 79 when Bowman and Olson came.
Yeah.
Right, and they had the water slide. So me and Mike McGill decided that we were going to go down the water slide, but they turned it off, but they hadn't locked it. So you go up there, and there's like 100 or more gallons in this reservoir, which, at the time, these days you go, oh, I want to get near that. But it's just water that is remaining in there. So we threw, kicked and pushed a bunch of water down the thing. And then he jumps in. And then I ran and jumped in, and we just got a little bit of water. So we're hauling buggy. And I got up to him and got my feet on his shoulders, right? And then let him come in. And then right when we go around the last curve, I just did this, and he like flew. He almost went over the landing pond. And then, I mean, it took me like, I don't know, another minute to get out of there, because I stopped, because I put all my energy into him. And so we tried to replicate that a couple more times, because I don't think anybody got a picture of it, so it didn't really happen, but Mike could remember it. So
exactly.
No, that was cool. So what else about Rainbow Wave?
Well, what I remember about like the first time that I went there, I actually skated a night session, and we rolled into town. We were actually on our way to Clearwater to visit family and whatnot. But as soon as we rolled into the place, it was pretty much at that point in time, it was kind of the boondocks, at
Yeah,
least as
yeah,
I recall.
that's it.
Um, and I was like, really? There's a skate park out here? And just the overwhelming sound of crickets.
I was gonna say, those fucking mole crickets everywhere.
Oh, we had those in
Fucking run
Gainesville.
'em over, they pop, they go pop, 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 pop.
Yep.
That's Florida.
But I remember just the overwhelming sound of the crickets, and like the next time I went, it was just completely inundated with dragonflies because of all the mosquitoes. So the dragonflies were just like flying all over the place and just having a field day, eating lots of stuff. But I remember going down through the half pipe and smacking one in my helmet and it being super loud, and I thought that I had like a rock had popped up or something, but it was just a dragonfly. But at the same time,
Okay.
one of my fondest memories is it smelled like every single other skate park. You walked into it and it smelled like rental pads
I like
and
rental pads.
urethane.
You get outside, it smells like concrete and
Yep.
the Florida humidity and concrete.
How old were you, Kim,
Absolutely.
when you went there?
Oh, so because I didn't make it there until 79, so I was 11 at that point.
So, I mean, what did you do the surf run? Do you remember trying to ride that?
Oh yeah, I would try to skate every single thing in every single park. But you got to remember, some parks had requirements such as Clearwater that you had to pass the test in order
What?
to go skate certain sections of the park.
Okay, let's talk about that because
Oh, shit.
I don't remember this at all. So, tell me about. Can we talk about the restrictions? Because
Oh
this is
yeah,
this
for
is this
sure.
is minutiae. This is definitely
So
a
so
gem.
at Clearwater, specifically at Clearwater, you had to be able to basically roll in to the freestyle area,
Freestyle area. Yep.
and you had to be able to roll into the freestyle area and pump around the three walls essentially because that one back wall was nothing but a ledge if
Yep.
you know.
Yeah,
So
that's
you had to be able to work the three walls in order to be able to even attempt to go over into what led into the half pipe, but you weren't allowed to go into the half pipe. You had to go around the backside of it.
I
But
don't remember that. Did they have ID cards, laminated ID cards?
no, they had basically the equivalent of pad nannies that monitored the parks.
3 owners, three couples.
interesting sidebar on that is that so I was part of some of that. I actually worked for Clearwater Skate Park for a year or so, and there was a girl. I remember that, and there was a girl that came in, padded up. Her parents were with her. She's probably 13, 14 years old. Came in, padded up, and she was going to go do her thing. And they said, "Okay, you got to roll into the freestyle area to be able to to skate the rest of the park." She's like, "Okay, I can do that." Goes in, snaps her tibia on a
Oh,
roll in, breaks her
oh.
freaking leg. And the parents tried to sue the park because of
Well,
that.
it's so amazing to me, like in this day and age of skate parks, unfortunately, no one's taught those kinds of things, like how to roll in, even though back in that period of time, pretty much every aspect of a skate park you rolled into, you
It was,
know.
yeah, it was rolled edges. It was, yeah.
But like that's one thing that I kind of advocate, even though I don't like the fact that people are making money off of private skate parks by giving lessons. But that's a whole nother world of argument. But the fact that the kids get to learn a little bit of etiquette
Yeah.
of going, hey, dropping next, or
Right.
That's good
not
talk.
being in an area that they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I said, even though it was terrible that I wasn't able to skate all of Clearwater initially, the second time I went, I had way more skills and was able to pass all the qualifying sections and got to skate the entire park.
You know, the scariest run at Clearwater Skate Park was the freestyle area.
Yeah.
Countless people would go up to the back and go straight down. And I mean, I don't know what the grade was, but it was like 100 yards of
Oh yeah.
downhill. And then you got 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 moguls that
the
were
Mogul run.
Oh, that was the bank area. That wasn't the
Mogul run.
freestyle area.
Mogul run was a freaking blast.
the mogul run. Right. Okay. So I saw a lot of people just turf.
Oh, hold on. I got a photo to share with you. We're completely off topic with regards to talking about Rainbow Wave.
That's all right. This is the way it goes. This was the era prior to this era. The legal profession couldn't advertise so much, but all of a sudden, right about this time, it became, "Have you been injured?" And all the
Oh, yeah.
insurance companies bailed because these swarms of these commercials were coming on, and it became a field day. And I think it hurt a lot of skate parks around the country when that started to happen, because you're just vulnerable. So
That's what happened with Clearwater. Clearwater Skate Park they couldn't afford their insurance because somebody got a hold of some information and they lost their insurance. So
Well, but before Tim, you go further, we talked about rolling in. It's
Yes.
it's during this era, 78, 79, which was the big triumph of the will, was learning the elevator drop. And
Oh, yes.
This was like extra points in a routine. If you could start off by doing it, and this was all brand new. So everybody we had a thing at Clearwater before I left. It was called rebate. You got 7 guys in line, right? Everybody's going in line because you get tired anyway. So you're taking your time. Well, if you're trying to learn a trick, elevator drop's a great one. And you just turf, you drop in, it's your turn, and you just slam. If you yell rebate, that means you're on the clock. You can go again right now. But because you're going to keep turfing, we'll let you go 3 times. This is fun to watch. But the dropping in thing is a big deal. Even at the Basin, we didn't have to drop in. Clearwater was roll in. Rainbow Wave was roll in.
I think the drop in, I'm not a drop in, I'm more of a speed wobble or downhill person, but the drop in really was so exciting because it's that moment when you have to make a decision, and it reflects on your future life. Can I do this? And you do it, and you supersede every fear you've ever had. So it was spectacular to see some of these things, and we saw it with Sean Petty dropping in off 7 boards there.
That's just sick. That's sick. But you're right. The commitment is the part of every trick. You have been watching the Skateboarding Bros Show. Like and subscribe for more stories with the pioneers of skateboarding. Join us again when we have some special guests and more pictures from the past. Thank you.